Good morning. This is take 2 with Johnny Sunshine this morning. Guys, I just sat here and talked to this fucking camera for 15 minutes and it wasn't recording. So we're moving on to plan B. It's Wednesday. My eyes are killing me. And I stayed up late last night watching the Democratic National Convention, and they were partying up there, man, in Chicago. And right away, I know there were people that were saying, yeah, but, the yeah, buts. Yeah, but they were having a great time, man. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama spoke basically at the end of they were the main event, and rightly so. They are, to me, such a wholesome, well-balanced, intelligent, couple that just, they see everything for what it is, man. You know, they can see through the fog of war. They know what's up, man. And I listen to every single word. I have this ability to absorb things. My mother used to say I had a brain like a sponge. And when I'm interested in something and I think it's on the right path, I listen. Otherwise, I just walk away, or turn it off, or it goes in one ear and out the other. But Michelle Obama is a very, very impressive woman. Somebody you could get behind. I could see her as president someday, if she so desires, because she is the real McCoy, man. Her story is incredible. She understands the history in this country, and people fear her, man. She's absolutely right. People fear her and her husband because of the color of their skin, man. And that's what started all this shit. This uprising in our country of the right wing, and because they see their power slipping away, man, and the only thing they can do is try to divide us and scare people. And listen, Michelle Obama, I'd drop my kids off at their house and let them watch them. They probably wouldn't want to come home, you know? Would you drop your kids off at Trump Tower? If you would, don't let fucking child services know about that. I want to see what the rebuttal will be today about it. I mean, they'll figure out something. You know, it's all a chess match. And like I said, the Democrats are playing chess, and the Republicans appear, because they're so fractured, they don't have a message. It's just hate and division. That's what they're pushing. That's what they're selling. More of the same. It's gotten us nowhere. Anyways, enough of that. I see that the Republicans, I had a great day yesterday, man, and my numbers on my videos show that a lot of people, they turn it off, man. They're Republican, and they just don't want to hear it. But I had a great day yesterday, man. I'm driving down Bee Ridge Road. I saw that fucking tent for Trump shit, and I thought, wow, you know, that kid, he might not even be whoever financed that, it's not that kid. That kid's just there. He's hired. It's somebody with some money. They probably have those shacks all over Florida. because there's at least, I would say there was probably at least $5,000 worth of shit sitting there on them under that tent, which I think if a good wind came by and blew that shit all out in the middle of fucking Bee Ridge Road, that would just be a wonderful thing. But I had a lot of fun yesterday, man. I love getting back out and working and running into people, and every time you see somebody different, it's an opportunity to have an interaction, you know. And I'm always, you know, I enjoy it, man. I really do enjoy it. I have a great time just walking up to strangers and making a wisecrack or whatever, you know. I had a good time. But today, I got to go and do a garbage disposal this morning. I got rudely awakened at 7 a.m. by a guy who I bullshit with at Det Wireless. He's an old Marine, and he's got an interesting story. He was one of those guys that work at the White House. You know, their duty is to be, you know, he was one of those Marines that stand at the White House. So he must have been a pretty strapping young dude to get that call. A kid that I was going to boot camp with, big, strong dude. He got the call. They put his name in the hat for getting that duty to go to the White House, and that's where he went after A school. But it's pretty good duty, and he called me this morning at 7 o'clock on the dot and said that his toilet was running. There was water on the floor, so he had to go outside and pee outside at 4 in the morning. He said he turned the water off and the water stopped leaking, so he's got a supply issue, maybe a new ball cock and a hose or something going on. If it stopped, you know, that's probably what it is. So I got to do that, but I got to put a garbage disposal in first thing at 10 o'clock this morning, and a shower head, and it's most likely in a house that I put the plumbing in, my company. It's in the Turtle Rock subdivision here in Sarasota, and I'm looking forward to getting there. I always like, you know, U.S. Home and Lennar, they used to put stickers in the cabinets in the kitchen with all the subcontractors and the phone numbers of the contractors who did the work in the house. And I always enjoy seeing those 20, 25-year-old stickers. And it has John Phillips Plumbing on it. And that means a lot to me. And a lot of you guys, I was thinking the other day, in life, it's you know, I get a lot of comments from people on the channel and that I should be doing this or I should be doing that, and they just don't know where I come from, you know, where I was and where I am now. So I do, but it does bother me sometimes. I consider my life a success when I look at my beginning, you know, the shit I went through as a young kid and the turn that I could have taken. I probably wouldn't be here today, but it's not so much about where you are, but where you've been. Doing a lot better than I was, man. I've done pretty good in my life, and I don't know. Anyways, guys, I spoke a lot in the last video that I wasn't recording. Something happened with the GoPro, and it happens all the time when you're doing videos. It doesn't happen all the time, but all you got to do is have it on the wrong setting, and everything's just a big waste. Or you could push a button and everything just disappears. So it's just, you know, the nature of the business, par for the course, as they say. But I had a great day yesterday. I was able to help my buddy Paul and his daughter get their house going again. And they were very appreciative. And I tried to help a guy out. This dude at the gas station, he's just a total mess, man. His truck, the whole front end's fucking ripped off of this minivan. He just reeked of alcohol. It was just oozing out of his pores, man. And I feel for the guy, I mean, I wasn't so much an alcohol. I mean, alcohol was definitely an issue for me. It got me to doing what my drug of choice was. But I know what that guy's going through, man. He is a sick man, and it's hard for him. His life is hard, man. And his priority is to get that fucking beer, man. After I gave him a jump, I knew that truck was gonna conk out, just because of the way he was sitting there and just not trying to get the hell out of there, get it moving. And sure enough, I put all my shit together, got it back in my truck, and I look over at him, and it's fucking dead again. I was like, I can't do this again, man. I don't know what happened. He said he drove through some water. It ripped off the bumper of the... Just the decision to, it stink. My mother used to call it stinking thinking. And, yeah, man, when you're an alcoholic, an active alcoholic, you have a lot of stinking thinking. He looked at that fucking lake of water in the road, and he knew that case of beer was on the other side of that, and he's like, I'm fucking going for it, man. I'm going for it, yeah. And he left his bumper and the lights and every other fucking thing in the lake. And he rolls into fucking 7-Eleven, and he gets that fucking, literally a case of beer, man. 24 fucking cans of beer. Beer. That rot gut shit costs like fucking $1.89 for fucking 24 cans. You'd be better off buying some rubbing alcohol or something. But anyways, this dude just reeked of alcohol, man. And I tried to help him out, but he had a black eye. Somebody popped him in his eyeball. It looked like his nose was a little twisted, like he got his, just a mess, man. But, all it takes is 30 days of being sober, and that guy would look like, give him a haircut, clean him up, and get him sober, and his whole life would change, man. The stinking thinking starts to go away. You got to break them habits, but Johnny's all over the place. This morning, it's a little cloudy. I want to drink my coffee. I got to go pick up a garbage disposal and get this taken care of. We'll see if we can get some footage, Jackson. What do you think, guys? Mario Brothers Plumbing, can I help you? Yeah. All right, so I did a little thing about St. Jude. I don't know if this was on the last one. I was going to say, if you guys want to donate to a worthy cause, man, it's $19 a month. They'll send you a nice t-shirt, man, and I see people wearing them out there, and I know when I see them, I give them a nod, like, I know, man, I know what that means. You care. And I've been doing it for a long time. They take it right out of your account. You set it up, and that's it, man. It's easy. $19 a month. You're probably spending that on something you don't even use that's being taken out of your account. But every year you get a calendar from them. It was started by Danny Thomas way back, man. Probably in the 50s or something. I'm not sure about the total history. Danny Thomas was an entertainer, singer. I believe a singer, an actor. His daughter, Marlo Thomas, took over when he passed away. Marlo Thomas, for you older folks, you know who she is. She was that girl. That was a show back in the late 60s and early 70s. I used to watch it. It was pretty cool. It was just, you know, as a little kid, that was one of the shows that was on every day. Fucking Odd Couple. That was pretty funny. You know, that was a good old show back in the early 70s. Yeah, the Bunkers, Archie Bunker, whatever the fuck it was called, this show. Anyways, I gotta get dressed. It's about 8 o'clock, guys. Get out and vote, man. Talk to your friends. Let's right this ship, guys. Let's right this ship. We don't need 4 more or an open-ended check written out to Donald Trump. Come on, man. He can't be trusted. Hey, guys. I forgot. I have got a call last night from somebody I put a water heater in for 2 years ago, or a little more than that, pretty close to my house here. He said it was leaking on the floor. So I gotta go over there. I'm gonna probably try to hit that first. And make sure I need a water heater. Maybe grab the tag off of it and get a replacement for it. And then he's gonna have to pay the labor for me to put it in, which I hate these because I hate like dividing up how much I get for a water heater, you know, to put it in, because then they're like, geez, that seems like an awful lot of money for what you just did. And yeah, I don't like warranty water heaters, but I put this thing in, so I'm gonna go check it out and see what we can come up with. A lot of times, man, it's not the water heater that's leaking. If they have copper pipes under the slab, you better make sure that that water heater is actually the cause of the water on the floor. Could be a stack leaking behind there. You know, if there's a bathroom back to back with that water heater, you got to be on your toes, because the worst thing you can do is pull a good heater out of a fucking house, put a new one in, and then they call you back the next day and say, there's still water on the floor. What the fuck, man? What's wrong with you? I gotta take a shit. That's what's wrong with me right now.